Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Macon Bibb County Pre-Commission Meeting, acting as a committee of the whole. Today is Tuesday, March the 15th, 2022, and the time is now 5 o'clock. I'd like to welcome everyone here. We're going to begin our meeting tonight with the approval of the minutes. The first item is the approval of minutes from the committee of the whole from March the 1st, 2022. Can I get a motion to approve? A motion by Commissioner Wynn, second by Mayor Pro Tem Clark. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. I'm going to move on to the second item, which is the executive session. I need to get a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of consultation with the county attorney or legal counsel to discuss pending or potential litigation, settlement claims, administrative proceedings, all other judicial actions allowed by law. Can I get a motion to go into executive session? A motion by Mayor Pro Tem Clark, a second by Commissioner Bronson. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor of the motion to go into executive session, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. We're now in executive session. Can I get a motion to come out of executive session? Got a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Clark, second by Commissioner Bronson, I believe. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries, and we're now in executive session. We're going to move back to the single item that we've got on the agenda today, which is the bond resolution. I'm going to ask our attorney, Virgil Adams, to come forward to the podium, if you don't mind, Mr. Adams.
Yes, if I can get my mask off and my glasses on.
Yes, I understand you're representing us on this matter, and you've got a resolution to read into the record for consideration of the commission.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening. This is a resolution of the Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing Macon-Bibb County to enter into an intergovernmental contract with the Macon-Bibb County Urban Development Authority and to take such further actions as are necessary for the issuance of up to $44 million in aggregate principal amount of Macon-Bibb County Urban Development Authority taxable revenue bonds, Macon Mall Project, Series 2022, to take such other actions as may be required for the authority to issue its Series 2022 bonds, to authorize the mayor, the county manager, and other officers and officials of the county to take such further actions as are necessary to provide for the issuance and delivery of the Series 2022 bonds described herein and for other purposes.
Thank you, Attorney Adams. You've heard the resolution. Is there a recommendation? We got a motion by Commissioner Al Tillman from Macon Mall District. Do we have a second? Got a second from Mayor Pro Tem Clark and others. Any questions? Commissioner Tillman, did you have a brief comment, sir?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, we appreciate the leadership of all that's been involved in your leadership, sir. This has been a long time coming for that particular area out there on the Eisenhower College corridor. And we want to thank you, sir, for your leadership. Thank all the commissioners for their support and vote. I think the public interest has shown that they are ready to move forward on this project and be involved. And so we ask for unanimous consent and continue to lead the way. And let's keep running the bases and score another home run, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Tillman. We do have a motion and second. If no further questions, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries unanimously. Be sent to the agenda at 6 o'clock tonight. This committee meeting is hereby adjourned. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Macon Bibb County Commission meeting. Today is Tuesday, March the 15th, and the time is now promptly 6 o'clock. I'd like to welcome everyone here to our meeting and begin with our normal call to the order. We'll begin our meeting tonight, as we do always, with the prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. I'll ask Commissioner Raymond Wilder if he will lead us in prayer this evening, and then followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Those of you who can, please stand and bow your heads.
Dear Lord, we just thank you for this day. Thank you, Lord, to be with us as we go into this meeting tonight. We ask you, Lord, for your guidance in the business that we conduct here tonight. We just ask you, Lord, always be with us and put emphasis on giving glory to you and all that we do for this city and county. And we just ask you to be with us throughout this meeting. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Commissioner Wilder. This time we'll move on to the approval of the minutes. We have a approval of the minutes, item 5A, from the March the 1st, 2022 regular commission meeting. Can I get a motion to approve? A motion by Commissioner Howell, second by Mayor Pro Tem Clark. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. I do not believe we have any presentations tonight. We do have one item for public comments on agenda items. At this time, I'd like to call forward to Mr. Stanley B. Stewart regarding the Macon Mall project. Mr. Stewart, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Mayor, members of the commission, Macon Bibb employees, and above all, my fellow Maconites. Thank you for the first opportunity under this administration and commission to address you and my concern. Whenever I stand, individual. My concern always comes from the greatest position of all, that of citizen. There's no greater position than to be called a Maconite, a Georgian, and an American. I take honor and reverence in all three. People may ask me to get involved in a range of issues, from individuals as diverse and organizations as diverse as Ned Dominic, Peg Jones, Victor Hunt, the NAACP, and many more. You see, I see community voices as just that, community voices. If they are standing for what is right and just, you can sign me up every time. I don't stick my finger to the wind to see from whence the air blows. If it is right, it is right. If it is wrong, it is wrong. Plain and simple. No committee, no person or organization can convince me otherwise. I come before you today concerning the Macon Mall project. I am 100% in favor of that development. I always have been. Now I call for greater female and minority participation in the development phase. That action or inaction will have to be dealt with in future elections. Now it is not the time nor the place, since deals have been made and solidified. But I do question why the need for $4 million more on a project that, according to the mayor, is not going to cost more than $40 million. I think the citizens deserve a deeper explanation from mayor and commission as to why and where an extra $4 million is needed and to what it is going. Transparency on this development and on all government matters is greatly appreciated and deserved. A complete vetting by this commission is also appreciated. A simple rubber stamping of this mayor or any mayor's request is counterproductive to municipal trust by the people, by the mere electorate who placed you in those hallowed and trusted seats, seats that are owned by the very people that I speak of and for. May your transparency and trust be matched by the noble process of democracy that led you to run and elect you to these great offices. I ask of nothing more or less of you as our trusted and elected leaders. Thank you for your time, and may God bless you all and our beloved city of Macon, Georgia, USA. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart. At this time, we're going to move on to item of new business. We have item 8A. This is an ordinance allowing settlement in the amount of $175,000 for for any and all claims, demands, or damages against the Macon-Bibb County Sheriff's Department arising out of, on behalf, or any connected to Angela Pollard versus Minha and Sheriff Davis, and appropriating $175,000 from the general fund balance to provide for funds for payment of a settlement agreement. That's my motion. Can I get a second? Got a second by Commissioner Wynn. Any questions? Hearing no questions, all those in favor of the motion by approving the settlement, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. Thank you very much. We have no items on tap for the old business. We do have the consent agenda, which is items 10A through G. At this time, I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as published. I have a motion by Commissioner Jones, second by Mayor Pro Tem Clark. Any discussion? Commissioner Lucas?
Mr. Mayor, I did want us to highlight F, which I think is very, very important, and it's a response to one of the needs in the community, and I'd like to sign on as a co-sponsor of that, and I would hope that all commissioners would sign on, because this is one of the things that the federal funds are being used for. It's something that's very, very important. We do have a lot of hunger in our community, even though we might not want to see it. We certainly do. So I'd just like us to pull that one out and have a separate vote and ask all commissioners to sign on to that.
Okay. We'll pull that one out and vote on the other items, and we'll come back to item F to talk more in detail about that. So we do have a motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That motion carries. We're going to go back to item F, which is a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a food distribution service agreement in the total amount of $500,000 for the division of community food distribution services on behalf of Macon-Bibb County to be paid from ARPA funds previously appropriated for this purpose. I understand, Commissioner Lucas, you'd like to be a co-sponsor of that. Would you like to make that recommendation? Would you like to make that motion as well?
Yes.
Okay, got a motion by Commissioner Lucas. Get a second? Second by Mayor Pro Tem Clark. Thank you both for making those recommendations. Last week, we had detailed discussion about these ARPA funds regarding food distribution in our community. We awarded preliminary 17 separate contracts, I believe, 17 separate vendors, a variety amount not to exceed around $30,000, $35,000 for food distribution in our area. Each of those will be held accountable for the use of those. They have certain qualifications that they had to meet, and they were awarded those contracts to meet the needs in our community. We expect that to greatly improve the numbers that we have here in Macon-Bibb County. Commissioner Clark, you want to touch on that as well?
Sure. The United Way of Central Georgia conducted a study a number of years back and found that 21.8% of citizens in Macon-Bibb County are food insecure, and roughly a little less than 4,000 of our neighbors are children. So this is a pressing issue, and this money is directed towards those families and towards nonprofits that are servicing those families already, and it's meant to increase their capacity.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Clark. And I would also like to thank Commissioners Bronson, Clark, and Commissioner Commissioner Watkins for working on this and bringing that to our attention. It was based on their earlier recommendation that we not only appropriate these $500,000 in ARPA funds, but an additional $1 million for the food desert that we're presently working on now. So thank you for that, and all those that helped in that situation. So we do have a motion and second at this time, Commissioner Lucas. If there's nothing further, I'll go ahead and call for the vote. We have a motion and second. If no one has any further questions, all those in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries unanimously. Thank you very much. There's no need to go into executive session tonight, as we've already completed our work here. And there's no public comments on non-agenda items tonight that I'm aware of. Commissioner Tillman?
I was just gonna do a point of personal privilege.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know if Chris has that picture or video. We want to put up. Like to share. Y'all may know this young man. He's a Macon native, Malik Montgomery. He's part of the Montgomery Brothers. And last year on ESPN, Malik was kind of like the fight of the year. Threw over 2,000 punches on ESPN. I was going to Miami a couple of months ago to see Malik. Malik now lives in Las Vegas. He is a Macon native. His parents still live here with his other brothers. Malik will be now fighting on March 26th. He's coming closer to home in Atlanta. He will be at the Underground Boxing up in Atlanta in Buckhead at the Fight Club on Saturday, March 26th. It starts at 7 p.m. So we're hoping that we can go and support Malik Montgomery. Malik is currently the National American Boxing Federation champion, and he is undefeated, and he is signed and managed by Sean Porter's father, who, as y'all know, Sean Porter's mom is a Macon native, recently retired from the Board of Election, and Sean was the IBF champion. So he is now trained by a national trainer out of Las Vegas, and Sean Porter's father, Ken Porter. So Malik is undefeated, and he is our Macon native, and we look forward to continuing to support him and the Montgomery brothers on March 26th. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Tillman, for that spotlight again. I think if anybody needs any tickets, you'll be happy to provide them to them as well. All right. All right, thank you, Commissioner Wynn.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a small reminder that this Friday, one of our biggest events kicks off for the Cherry Blossom Festival. Kicks off around noon on Friday, and we'll go through 10 days, I believe, of activities. So I want the community to support this. You know, with the pandemic, we've had to cut back, and they missed 1 year. Now it's going to be out there in full force. So everybody come out and enjoy. This first weekend is going to be beautiful. Come join me for pink pancakes on Saturday.
Thank you, Commissioner Wynn. All right. We hope everybody has a safe week, and looking forward to see you at Cherry Blossom. And this meeting is hereby adjourned.